American players who were voted in by the fans?
Well, we have 4 starters for the Kansas City Royals. Salvador Perez is going to start behind the plate. Miguel Cabrera is lined up to be the starter at first base. Altuve is the starter at second. Alcides Escobar at short. Josh Donaldson at third base. Alex Gordon at left. We'll probably go Trout in center and Lorenzo Cain at right. And Lorenzo, Trout's played center. Lorenzo's played both. So we'll probably play Lorenzo in right field in Cincinnati.
And your DH?
I'm sorry? Oh, my DH, Nelson Cruz. Yeah. That's the starting lineup.
Any questions?
Are you disappointed it's only 4 after having 9?
Well, again, Bob, I've put a lot of work into this, and the thing that I wanted to, I wanted to do my part in, and of course, the starting 9 I had nothing to do with. But I just wanted to get it right, and you look at the guys that overtook our guys are having great years. Our guys are having great years. They're having great years. And I always felt that, the voting would level out. And it would, the guys that were having the best years would probably win. And I think if you go and look at the years that everybody's having, for the most part, they got it right. But yeah, I would love to, I would have loved to have more. And again, we're finalizing the reserve list, and hopefully we'll have a couple more guys.
Are you leaving that at the players? Are you having a say in that too? How does that all work?
No, I've got a number of picks. I've been able to pick 2 position players, but one team was not represented, so I had to use one of those picks for that. And I've got to pick 5 pitchers. So we've been doing kind of our homework and trying to make sure that the guys with the best years, the way that I've done it is I've done it on the statistical analysis and the player vote, because I trust the players' view. The players get it right. So we've used a lot of the player voting to help with that too.
He can address that better tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
4's a record for this organization.
Is it a record, Swanee? 4
starters, yes.
Yeah.
That's how do you feel about that? I mean, that's pretty
great. I mean, I really do feel great. I think that it's going to be fun. Cincinnati, we're going to have a blast. We've got the entire coaching staff going, and our 4 starters. The All-Star game's always an experience that you never forget. So, and to be able to do it with as many of our teammates there is going to be even more special.
When you're going through the reserves and everything, I know you can talk more about this tomorrow, but was it in your head at all the voting for that way?
The fan voting?
Yeah, because I think there's a balance, right?
No. Yeah, there's a balance. But for me, the player voting is, the players are there. They experience it. I mean, every day. They know they're playing against them. I use the player balloting, outside of the players voted for 1 position player at each position, and then 3 relievers and 5 starters. And then I took the guys behind that and really ranked those guys statistically as to what picks I was going to make.
Was there a balance? I guess I'm curious if it was hard when you're thinking about taking your own guys as reserves.
Well, again, Sam, for me, yes, it's hard, but I want to do the right thing here. For everybody, the integrity of the All-Star game is important to me. All right, and I want to do the right thing. I want to do the right thing for Major League Baseball. I want to do the right thing for each organization, and I want to do the right thing for every player that I can do, so that when I go to bed at night, my conscience is clear for me. And again, last year, having home field advantage in the World Series was huge. For us to be able to play 4 games here instead of 3 games here was huge. So the game is important. So you do your best to put the most deserving guys on that team. And it's been hard. I mean, I've put more effort into this than you know, any other time in my major league career. Normally, my focus is on my team. But for the last 10 days, it's been 2 and 3 and 4 hours a day trying to make sure we get this thing right and make sure that it's fair for everybody.
Ned, replacing Cabrera is not necessarily the next highest opener there, is it? Or
No.
you make a decision.
Yeah, well, we talk to the American League, and yeah, we make a decision.
Fun or overwhelming, Ned?
Huh?
Fun or overwhelming for you?
Fun. You know, it's been fun. The whole process has been fun. I hope we get to do it again next year.
All right, go ahead.
How long have you actually been working on this roster?
I'm sorry?
How long have you actually been working on the roster?
Been actually working on the roster for the last couple of days. But before that, doing a lot of preparation, you know, trying to figure out what the roster might be. And looking at numbers and trying to stack guys in order and which guys, you know, would be available, which guys you would think about taking. But again, you know, very, very few picks player-wise and 5 relievers. So now we got to go. After the roster's turned in tomorrow, Dave will start calling pitching coaches and find out guys that pitch on Sunday. We're going to have to probably make more moves. So, you know, we've done that. We've lined up our alternate guys in our mind, depending on, you know, who's pitching Sunday and who's not.